Hello everyone, welcome to Study Automation. In this video, we will create OTP application where you will enter mobile number and then once you click submit, after that you will receive one OTP and then you have to put OTP here and then you have to click submit. It will validate, will say you validated successfully. So this is what we are going to create in this video. So let's get started. Now here we have Firebase. So we will achieve this particular thing using Firebase and React JS application. So first we will start with React JS and we will come back to Firebase. So for that, let's create application, React JS application, and I believe you have already installed Node.js. So you can test using node-v and then npm-v. So these two commands should run. After that you can install create React app. So by doing that you can simply say npm install -g and then create React app. This library you have to install globally. I have already installed this one. So now let's directly create the React application. So I can write npx create React app and then I can write here OTP app demo. OTP app demo. Click enter. Now it will take time to complete your project template. So let's wait for that. Okay, meanwhile we can create Firebase project. So you have to just write in Google firebase.google.com and after login you will see something like this page. Then just click here, get started. Now you have to create your project. So click on create project and here you can enter any project name. So let's say I can say OTP app demo. This is my project name and you can see since this should be unique, so it is taking by default this one. Just click continue and then what we have here, we have to disable this analytics for this project. Just click down and then we can click on create project. After that our OTP app demo project is creating inside Firebase. So Firebase basically we use to send OTP notification. Now project is ready. We can click on continue. After that you will see dashboard and here we have lot of things available. Just what we need to do is we need to click on web. You can see iOS, Android and then web and Unity for game development. So we can click on web. Now here it will ask us to enter the application name, app name to register. So I can say OTP app. This is your internal registration. Just click on register. So you can manage more than one project together in your OTP app demo. Now after that you will see something like this kind of code. This is very useful. We can wait until our project is created and then we will use this code. Okay, now we can see our project is created. Just what we have to do, we can write cd OTP app demo. As you can see here, we have to first do OTP app demo and then we can write npm start. So it will work, but I'm going to directly open this project in Visual Studio. So I have to write code and then dot. Now this project will open inside Visual Studio. So now here we have package.json and then other files, that is by default it is created. So what I'll do, I'll keep index.js and then app.js. Rest other files I will delete it just for simplicity. So just delete it, this one all CSS file also I'll delete it for the better understanding. Okay, now next thing is index.js, test.js. Yeah, so now we have only app.js and index.js. Now let's delete these unnecessary thing from here also, except app.app, import app. This is needed. Now next thing is app.js. So here also even we can delete all the codes from here and we can write our own code. So I'll write, I prefer class instead of function, so I'll write import React from React. This is first step that I'll do. Let's zoom it little bit more. Yeah, so first thing is we have here import React, and then we can write class. Let's do class app extends React dot component, and then we can write our code inside it, and after that we can do export default app. So whenever we will do this, and inside this what we have to write, renderer, and then we'll have to return. So I'm doing one div, and inside div I am going to return first now hi. This will be called inside index, and this index.app basically it will call app.js. Index.js will call app.js. Click on view and then go to terminal, and here we can write npm start. You can see we are getting hi. That means everything is okay as of now. Now next thing is we have to first use the file that we have, the script that is generated here. So what we have to do, we have to only copy a script content from here, go to the app, create a new file from here and write it name firebase.js. You can name anything, click paste here. Right, now what we have to do, we have to import few things that is needed for this one. So we can write import, and before going to import, let's install. So since this Firebase is not available, so we have to basically install it. So I'll click Ctrl C to terminate, and then I will write npm install Firebase. This particular library we need to install to work with Firebase. And whenever you will write npm install Firebase, it will be installed and for this application. Let's wait for it. Yeah, so we can see here now Firebase package is installed. Let's check in package.json. You can see in dependency it is installed Firebase, and now what we have to do next is we can import Firebase from Firebase and then /app. Firebase /app, this is what we need to import, and after that we have to import Firebase /auth. These two package, or we can say folder, we need to import. First one is app and another one is auth. So after doing this, you can see error is resolved from here, and then what we have to do is we have to simply export it. Export default, and then we can say Firebase. So this particular thing will be now accessible from outside also. So first thing we need to set up is Firebase, and we have to use the code that is available here. Now next thing is we have here app. Inside app, first we will create form, HTML form, and then we will integrate with OTP. So let's start creating the form. We can say, let me just write here h2, and here I can say login form, and then I will use form tag form, and then inside form we have here input type equal to number. We want to store number data, and then name equal to, let's say I can say mobile, and then placeholder we can use to show the data mobile number, and then we can use on change. Okay, so I will use on change later, and then we can say required. So this field is required, and then we will close it. So first thing that we have done is we have created input form, and after that we will create here submit button. So I can simply write button and type equal to submit. Then we have here submit. So once we will save it, and let's run it here, npm start. Right, so now we can see here we have login form and then mobile number, and then we have to enter here mobile number, right? So after doing this, what we will do is, once this form is completed, right, we can copy it and paste it again, the same thing, and we can say OTP form. So instead of writing OTP form, I can say enter OTP, and then we will keep mobile number, and instead of mobile I can say this is OTP, and then here I can say OTP number, right, required, and then we can click submit. So everything will be same. Now we can see here we have login form and then enter OTP. After that we have to basically, this is just a form, we have to implement it with actual code that is required. So first thing is, whenever we will enter any number, any mobile number, we need to handle it. So I can say on change equal to, I'll write this dot handle change. This function we need, and the same function I will call here on change handle change. So now we have to create handle change function. So I will write here handle change, and then I'll pass e, and then we can write here code to handle the change. So using this e or event, we will get here name and then value from e dot target. So whenever we will write e dot target, we will get name and value. This name and value we need to set inside a state, and we can say that here we have name equal to value. Whatever things you will set here, it will be available inside a state. Let me reduce the line. Yeah. So now by doing this, whatever values you will enter inside mobile number or OTP, it will create one state, and inside a state it will store the value and name. So the name will be mobile, and value for OTP it will be name equal to OTP. Now next thing is we have to configure. So as of now, if you will refresh, you will see nothing. So we have not done any OTP related coding here. Now next thing what we have to do is we have to go into our application OTP app Firebase, and here we can click on continue to console. After that you have to click on app, and okay, we have already app, we don't need to click here. Now what next we have to do is we can click on authentication. So just click on authentication, and here Yeah, we have to click on get started. After that, we have n number of ways to authenticate. What we have to select is phone number. Just click here, edit, configuration, and then what we have to click, enable. After that, we have to enter one testing mobile number. So in that mobile number, you will not get any OTP. So I can write +91 and then 9871729067. So here you have to write mobile number and then you have to enter OTP. So default OTP I can set 6-digit default OTP. Click save. After that, you will see this phone number is enabled, and rest other thing we will not, we don't need to touch. Once you will complete phone number, you have to click on go to docs. After that, click on build and then authentication. Now we have to write code to authenticate. So build and authentication. Now we will reach to this page. Here you can see we have different documents. What we will do is we can just navigate back to the web, and from here we can click on phone number. So we are doing phone number validation, and then we can see the document shell. Just go down. First thing, we have already done this authentication and auth domain, other thing. Next thing is we have to set up the reCaptcha, and we will use invisible reCaptcha. So for that we have to use this one, and this code we will use inside our project. So let's go here and create one method. Let's say I can say configure captcha. Okay, configure captcha, and then what I will do here is we can paste it. Whatever things we have, we can simply paste it here. Now as you can see, we are getting here error. So what I'll do, we have to import this Firebase file here. So I'll write import Firebase from .firebase, right? So we have to simply import this Firebase in our app.js, so you will not see this error. And after that, you can see we have a reCaptcha and then sign in button. So we have to use this sign in button, sign in tag basically inside here. So inside form I can say div id equal to sign in, and then you have to simply close it. So sign in button should be available inside your form, and this will refer this sign in button. Now everything is same. Just what we have to do is we have to create one method on sign in. So let's write here, copy it and paste it here. So I can say on sign in we can write this one. So this particular method I have created, just write here this, so that it will point out this one. Everything is okay. What we have to do next is we can configure. So you can see this function is ending here. Here we can write default country, something like this. We have to write India. Expected default country right. So inside this we have to pass default country India if you want. This is not necessary, but if you want you can pass this IN. Now here we have on submit, and then inside on submit we can say, and also we can write here a console.log Recaptcha verified, something like that. Now we have on submit. So on submit we have to use inside this form. So I can say on submit we'll have to call this function, this dot on sign in submit. So reCAPTCHA we are calling inside, sorry, on sign in submit we are calling from configure captcha, and then we have to use the same method once we will click on submit. And now here we have to write code related to on submit. So for that what we will do, we will go down, and here you can see we have now third step is to send verification code. So second step we have done, you can see the second step is set up reCAPTCHA, third step is send verification code to the user's phone. And for that we will copy this code and paste it inside on submit. Also we have to make sure that we can pass e as event, and then we have to do e dot default prevent default, yes, prevent default, so that it will not submit unnecessarily. We have to do prevent default, and after that you can see here it is saying get phone number from user input. So we have already taken input and we can write here mobile, right? So as if you can see we are writing here name equal to mobile, and this mobile will be set to the state. So if I write directly this dot state dot mobile, so we will get here mobile number. So I can write console dot log phone number. So it will print this log. After that we have here window dot verify captcha. So what we have to do here is we have to call this one. So once we get this prevent default, we have phone number, right? What we can do, we can add this dot configure reCAPTCHA. So this configure reCAPTCHA we will call inside on submit, or even I can paste it just after prevent default. So reCAPTCHA will be called first, and after that we have taken phone number. Now next thing is we don't need to change anything, it will be by default these things, and once here it will be confirmed phone number, then here we have it is confirming, and then we can say that console.log, and I can say OTP has been sent. Right, this message we can print OTP has been sent, and if we have any error we can log error here also, right? Something like I can say console.log, right, and then I can say SMS not sent. If we have some error we can say SMS not sent. So as of now we have configured OTP. So let's save it, and then we can go into the app, refresh it, right click and inspect it, click on console, and then let's enter mobile number. So I have entered mobile number, click submit. So this mobile number is printing here, reCAPTCHA is appearing, and then it is saying SMS not sent. We have to add +91 here. Once you will add +91 in sign in submit, then it will take the country code, and then after that if you will refresh it and add the mobile number, click submit, you will see reCAPTCHA is verified, and then we have some error, but after it we have OTP has been sent. Now this OTP we can enter here. So in my phone I just received one OTP. We can enter this OTP to proceed further. Since we have not completed OTP feature, so we can proceed on that. Just we need to add here phone number and then +91. +91 we need to add, so that, so if you will add directly from here, then plus symbol is not coming, right, due to the number field. So we have to add manually +91, and then on sign in submit will complete. Now next part is we have to create OTP, and for that we will go here. Now step 3 is completed, and then we have to move to the step 4, that is sign in user with verification code, that is OTP. And for that we will just copy it and we'll go into the program, and here I can write some method name. Let's say I can say on submit OTP, right, on submit OTP, and here I can say this is also E, and then we can use ES format, paste it here, and then let's, right, now here it is saying user, so I'll do this dot state dot OTP, since this is what we have written here, name equal to OTP, so we have to write OTP. We will get code, and then we can print this code just for validating whether we are getting code or not. After that we have to write confirmation result. So before that we can put window.confirmation.result, and here we will pass this code. If everything is validated, then we will get the user object. We can print this user object as well. Console.log, I can say JSON.stringify, and here I can write user. All data of user will be printed, and then we can say alert, some message we can give, user is verified, user is verified. And here I can say if we have any error, then we can get error from here. Just save it, and then we can call this particular function on OTP. So I can write here on submit equal to this dot submit, this dot on submit. So we have to write on submit OTP. Let's change the method name, on submit OTP. I think this is done. Let's go here and check in our application, refresh it. I am entering mobile number, click submit. Wait for OTP that you will receive. So I get the OTP mentioning localhost, and the OTP that I get is 787958. Let's see if it is validating or not. Okay, so we have some error here. We have to add e.prevent default, so it should not submit the complete page. That's why we need to write this one. Save it again, and then let's check it again. So we have to remove it, and then we'll try again. Save it and then submit. First it will verify the reCAPTCHA message has been sent. Then let's wait for the OTP. Here I get the OTP 044028. Click submit. So here I have some error which is saying confirmation code must be a valid string code. What we have to do, we have to write OTP. Save it, and then let's run this program again. I'll disable it and then refresh it again. So now let's try again. I have given mobile number, click submit, verification reCAPTCHA is verified, OTP has been sent. Now let's wait for the OTP. User is verified. Yeah, so here I have given OTP and then it is saying user is verified, and then all the user related information is printed here. And then if you will go here again, click on users, now you can see this user is registered. Here we have user UID which will be used for the login purpose. And if you will enter any other other application, other mobile number, click submit, it will send OTP. You have to just put the OTP ID here, and then that number will also be available here. So in this way you will validate any user using OTP. So here you can see that we have handle change, then configure CAPTCHA, and after that on submit. So I have used complete code from the internet, and then you have to make sure that you are adding country code here. Then inside submit OTP we have also the same code, only we have added these two lines, and window.confirm result, and then this is the code. So I hope you learned something from here. Thank you so much for watching the video.